Hello friends, I am Dr. Rupa Gupta. In this video, I am going to explain multiple choice questions on Goods and Services Tax Act 2017. So let's start with question number 1. The aggregate turnover for the purpose of determining registrable minimum turnover and taxable minimum turnover exclude. Your options are A. Turnover related to reverse charge. B. Value of inward supplies or purchase. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of the above. And the correct answer is C. Both A and B. Question number 2. Whether the dealer making exclusive supply of liquor or petrol, diesel and crude oil should have to take registration under GST Act. Your options A. Yes, B. No, C. Optional, D. Either B or C. And the correct answer is B. No. Let's move on question number 3. Who is called a demand supplier of services? Option A. Job worker, B. ISD, C. Agent, D. Sister concern. And the correct answer is B. ISD. Question number 4. In GST, the registration application approval is to be intimated by the respective SGST or CGST official within. Your options 10 common working days in Form GST registration 06. Option B. 7 common working days in Form GST registration 06. Option C. 5 common working days in Form GST registration 06. And option D. 3 common working days in Form GST registration 06. And the correct answer is D. 3 common working days in Form GST registration 06. Question number 5. If the proper officer needs any clarification in the registration 01 filled by a dealer, what will be the option available to him? Option A. Online issuance of GST registration 03 within 3 common working days from the receipt of the GST registration 01. Option B. Make field visit. Option C. Either A or B. Option D. Provisional issuance of the registration certificate. And the answer is A. Online issuance of GST registration 03 within 3 common working days from the receipt of the GST registration 01. Question number 6. What is the time period to give clarification in respect of the GST registration 03 from the part of the applicant of the registration? Your options A. Online submission of GST registration 04 within 3 common working days from the receipt of GST registration 03. Option B. Online submission of GST registration 04 within 5 common working days from the receipt of GST registration 03. Option C. Online submission of GST registration 04 within 7 common working days from the receipt of GST registration 03. Option D. Online submission of GST registration 04 within 10 common working days from the receipt of GST registration 03. And the correct answer is C. Online submission of GST registration 04 within 7 common working days from the receipt of GST registration 03. Let's move on question number 7. If any objection from either of the registering authority, the objection curing by the applicant in GST registration 04 and its a subsequent approval or disapproval by GST official should be within, option A, within 3 common working days from the date of the receipt of the clarification. Option B, within 5 common working days from the date of the receipt of the clarification. Option C, within 7 common working days from the date of the receipt of the clarification. Option D, within 10 common working days from the date of the receipt of the clarification. And the answer is C, within 7 common working days from the date of the receipt of the clarification. Question number 8. Suppose the proper officer is not satisfied with the clarification given by the appellant. What will be the date of such registration application? Your options. A. The registration application will be rejected by issuing GST registration 05. Option B. Provisional registration will be granted. Option C. Either A or B. Option D. The same will be kept pending for field inquiry. And the correct answer is A. The registration application will be rejected by issuing GST registration 05. Question number 9. Shop inspection as part of a registration in GST will be A. A precondition for giving approval for a registration application. Option B. Shop inspection after the issuance of the GST in all cases. Option C. Only at the business place of those dealers which comes under the risk parameters of the concerned GST officials or risk profile given by GSTN common portal. Option D. No shop inspection at all. And the correct answer is C. Only at the business place of those dealers which comes under the risk parameters of the concerned GST officials or risk profile given by GSTN common portal. Let's move on question number 10. The number of digits in the PAN based GST in registration number will be option A 10 digit, B 12 digit, C 14 digit, D 15 digit. And the correct answer is D 15 digit. Question number 11. A registered taxable person is liable to show his GSTN number. Option A. Tax invoice. B. Name board of principal place and additional place of business. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of the above. And the correct answer is C. Both A and B. Question number 12. What is the prescribed time period to apply for GSTN by a non-resident taxable person? Your options. A. Within 5 days from the crossing of the threshold limit. Option B. Within 7 days from the commencement of business. Option C. Within 30 days from the commencement of business. Option D. At least 5 days prior the commencement of the business. And the correct answer is D. At least 5 days prior the commencement of business. Question number 13. Suppose a dealer applied for registration and crossed the taxable limit before getting GSTIN. How can the recipient of supplies can avail IPT on purchases from such a dealer? Your options. A. By receiving revised tax invoice. Option B. By receiving credit notes. Option C. By receiving debit notes. Option D. No option to avail IPT at all. And the correct answer is A. By receiving revised tax invoice. Question number 14. In GST, IPT will be allowed only on the basis of matching principles. It allows IPT on manual basis only in the case of option A. ISD, B. New registration who has crossed taxable limit even before getting GSTIN due to delay from the part of the department. Option C, job worker. Option D, exporter. And the answer is B, new registration who has crossed taxable limit even before getting GSTIN due to delay from the part of the department. Question number 15. The dealer liable to make estimated advance tax remittance to obtain GST registration are option A, ISD. Option B, dealer having business verticals. Option C, casual dealers and non-resident taxable person. Option D, e-commerce operator and aggregator of branded service. And the correct answer is C, casual dealers and non-resident taxable person. Question number 16. If a registration is cancelled, the electronic credit ledger or electronic cash ledger are debited by A, IPT avail on stock, semi-finished goods or finished goods and capital goods. Option B, OPT payable on such goods. Option C, IPT availed on stock, semi-finished goods, finished goods and capital goods, or OPT payable on such goods whichever is higher. Option D, no tax liability on cancellation of registration. And the correct answer is C, IPT availed on stock, semi-finished goods, finished goods and capital goods, or OPT payable on such goods whichever is higher. Question number 17. Every registered dealers under the earlier laws will be automatically migrated to GST, allowing a provisional registration number, and the same will be valid for a period of option A, 1 year, B, 9 months, C, 6 months, D, 3 months. And the correct answer is C, 6 months. Question number 18. The source data for migration into GSTIN in the case of the existing taxpayer under VAT and central excise will be A, registration details available in CENVAT. Option B, registration details available in VAT. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. And the answer is B, registration details available in VAT. Question number 19. In GST, both central and state government should have simultaneous power to levy GST on A, intrastate supplies only, B, interstate supply only, C, import, D, both intrastate and interstate supply. And the correct answer is A, intrastate supplies only. Question number 20. Example for a supply of goods in which possession of the goods is transferred, but the title of the goods is not transferred at all and thereby attains the character of a supply of service. Your options: A, normal sale of goods, B, sales on approval basis or hire purchases, C, rent a car, D, none of the above. And the correct answer is C, rent a car. Question number 21. The Ola, Uber, etc., which facilitates branded services under a brand name or trade name will be known as A, ISD, B, agents, C, e-commerce operator, D, aggregators. And the correct answer is D, aggregators.